Hey guys, be a little bit tougher on this one here. Well, life's a trip, you know. I can't say I've said this so much from the very beginning of all this stuff was that I never meant to do any of this. People, give me compliments or acknowledgments in the sense of what I've done is remarkable or amazing or anything like that. It's not. I just took everything, I guess, maybe a few steps further than a lot of other people have in the past. I refuse to just be okay with things, with the status quo, so to speak. Never set out to be, anything like this, by any means, it's been really hard, I mean, mind you, the fear and, the stuff that comes with this is stuff that they don't tell you. The emotions, what you're going to feel, how scared you're going to be. Not even so much because I wasn't even a patient, my love is the one that's been, the one that suffered, through this disease, the stuff that comes with it, the lies, the false hopes, the basic bullshit that these, doctors and, I have a lot of friends that are physicians now. Never set out to have that, but a lot of people in the medical field now, walking into a hospital wearing a fuck cancer shirt, the looks, people trip out on it. It's funny for me, but anyway, these people still talk to me. They find me for some particular reason. I set out to go to bed early tonight, which I did. I passed out. I literally in my garage, I fell asleep, knocked out hard, and phone blown up. Got up, and I had been kind of talking to this woman in England. She's getting her butt kicked, but I kind of set her on the right track. I learned through all this that I can't push, I can't force. For me, I never really learned that whole art of detachment like doctors have, where they can just sit there and treat a patient and walk away and not even think twice about them. I can't do that. As much as I try, I can't. Once I know what's going on with you, I care. It hurts. I think about you. I what if a lot. See, a lot of certain people on Facebook. Weight gain, things different about them. Weight loss, it makes me scared. Makes me worry. I don't want to worry anymore. I don't like the way I feel. I weighed myself a little while ago. Fuck. 97 pounds I lost. I don't like what's going on with me. I'm weak. Try playing ball. It's not the same. I feel really weak. Well, I guess it kind of caught up. It caught up more than I expected. It's not looking too hot, for me per se anyway right now. Stress, anxiety really took its toll. I guess he said it. What did he say? Yeah. I was talking to somebody. I have internal bleeding in my abdomen. They're kind of at an awe right now of it. That it could be different. There's a lot of different scenarios that it could be. It could be cancer. It could be they refer to it as a perforating ulcer, where it's in the abdominal wall, I guess, and it's the acid is in my stomach or infuriating it to where, I don't know how the fuck I know this shit, but it's going on in there, and usually worst case scenarios, it gets really, really bad. If not, I'm not going out and laying down. I'm not into this whole fucking bed rest thing that I keep on reading that I should be doing. I got too much shit going on. I'm in a lot of pain. but I got used to pain. I had a real bad case of diverticulitis years ago, and I got used to like the feeling of somebody pushing on your abdomen. You know, that's literally my left side. Feels like somebody just kind of pushing in on my side. I changed my eating habits. You know, a lot of things I don't eat anymore. At least try not to. You know, mind you, I cheat a lot. But it's my choice. My love hates the fact that I'm doing this now. She doesn't want me to do this anymore. She wants me to sleep. I want to sleep. I can't sleep. You know, 3 hours a day is usually good, man. I sleep in more than 3 hours. I feel fucking woo. You know, like right now, I just woke up. I mean, got off the phone. You know, I was on the phone for about 20, 30 minutes, and I'm fucked because I'm not going to sleep. As much as I want to go back to bed, you know, just work is not what it's cracked up to be. It's just another stress, man. This guy is just trips me out. But you know, I'm getting good at the job, so that's a positive for me. Learning a different aspect of a trade. That it's funny how you close-minded you can make yourself be. How so much negativity you've gotten, kind of you start believing it. Well, that was me. Never really thought I could learn a new trade or learn something new. But with this, you know, I was like, fuck, I can learn anything, man. If I could do this, if I could actually beat cancer, I can do anything. But what I realized is that I can do a lot of things for my love, for you guys. For me, I'm not so much worried. You know, it's funny. I'm not so you know, impatient about, you know, trying to figure things out. I lost my kids through this stuff. You know, I have an ex-wife who's not a nice lady. Whatever you want to crack it up to be, she can twist things around, change things around. Not a nice lady. Bucket list kind of things I started doing, you know, pictures and, you know, contests and stuff like that, you know, stuff I probably would have never done, or maybe might have done when I was younger, but, you know, I had opportunities to do things and kind of went a different direction than I expected it to go. People kind of took it the wrong way, but, you know, I didn't do anything wrong. And they're just photographs of me, just me, you know, nothing bad, but it's just funny how people view, you know, I'm 45 years old. I've lost 97 pounds now. Some people seem to think that, you know, my body looks pretty good, I guess, supposedly. Bucket list, what can I do? It's kind of fun, but neither here nor there. It's my life, my choice. Well, what's going on with this is, I guess it has all the possibilities of being pretty darn serious now. I did what I had to do. I have my faith. Even with all this crazy stuff that's going on now, you know, UFO sightings, and mind you, I like to research. My love hates it, man, but I really do. You know, I go off the kind of deep end when it comes to my research. I like to learn. What can I say? I don't like to... If somebody's talking about something, I want to be the smartest person in the room about it. Let's put it that way. And it seems to be working. But a lot of it stuff is kind of like far-fetched, you know. I've heard somebody you know, talking shit kind of stuff. Boy, Eddie, bust my balls constantly. But it is what it is. It's my view versus yours. You know, everybody to each is their own kind of deal. Well, a lot of people, you know, referring to these times right now are the end of times. You know, it's a scary situation for a lot of people. You know, things are starting to show up. You know, things that been in the Bible. You know, prophecies are starting to come with. You know, it's a trip. If you just look at it with open eyes. Got into the whole Anunnaki, you know, Nephilim, you know, fallen angels kind of deal. It's a trip. I mean, it takes you another different route, but I was just reading, all of a sudden, boop, more UFOs popping up, boop, more UFOs popping up, boop, California UFOs are popping up. What a trip. I'm reading this shit. San Diego, all kinds popping up, boop. The ball on Saturday, bam, look up at the sky, there's a light. Following the light. You know, here, I'm not feeling all that well. Playing a tournament where during the day I was good. I felt good. You know, dusk came. A little bit of dark started. Eyes went to shit. You know, not sleeping, you know, really fucks you up. My eyes get really blurry, real hazy. It's kind of hard to focus. Wasn't really picking the ball up off the bat all that well. I kind of looked like shit out there. I just wasn't feeling it. I couldn't see. It felt weird. It's just, you know, when you're really super, super exhausted. That's me. Well, we lost the game. I'm sitting there talking, drinking a beer, and, you know, I'm talking to my buddy next to me, and he's looking at, watching YouTube on my phone, looking at all kinds of videos of this and that and funny stuff. And I look up and I see a light going across, and there's a plane coming, mind you. I can see it. You know, the plane's moving. This thing is supposed to be a rocket, right, from what everybody's saying. And I'm just kind of watching it. Well, rockets don't stop. This one stopped, and it was kind of hovering, and it's a light, you know, it's a good little light going. Well, real quick, it was just a beam of fucking light. Beam. I mean, it was a wide, just opened up, boom, you know, looking at it. And when you can put your hands up over that beam like that and put your measure like that, you know that beam is fucking huge. If you're up there, this is way the fuck over there. Tripping. I didn't even notice it right away because the guys behind me were, whoa, look at that. You know, look up, it was like, it's a fucking bomb. We're all just staring at that. Everybody, you know, that we were playing ball in this tournament, we're just looking up at the sky going, no fucking way, we're seeing a UFO. Well, a big kind of like a mist came around it. You know, like almost, like it was like a trip. Another cloud was forming around it. The light started kind of going back into it. Started, you know, getting dimmer and dimmer. Then the beam was gone. All you had was like a bluish, greenish, like coloring out inside of it afterwards. And then it was gone. Everybody was like, fuck, you know, I was trying to tell my boys, hey, dude, I saw a UFO. There's a fucking UFO there. Sure, Jerry. Sure, Jerry. Yeah, we believe you, homie. I'm telling you, I'm not lying. You know what? You fucking think I'm lying? I'm serious. We saw a UFO. Yeah. Well, that's where all the videos started coming, the pictures, and, you know, I saw what I saw. I know what I saw. That was fucking crazy. It was no missile. I've never seen a missile stop, shine a light, then disappear. Had some pictures sent to me, though, literally all over the place, which is really cool. People had different pictures of what I saw, literally right there, but they were closer. And then you can actually see a craft, you know, from the side of it. Well, that's where the research comes into play. You know, there's been a lot of sightings. You know, everybody knows that UFOs are out there, right? I mean, I hope you know. What I didn't know was that with all these reactor damages, you know, stuff that's been going on with these power plants and stuff, Yakushima, and then I believe there was the other one. Well, that the core was supposed to explode. It was like vital. Like China and Japan should have been wiped out with the last one that was out there. That whole southern coast should have been gone, radiation, because it was there. It was, you know, the a lot of fish are fucked up, but that whole population should have been fucking wiped out, because there's something that people are not acknowledging that should have happened. There's no way to stop it. Look at Chernobyl. That area is still fucked after all these years. Well, that was another Chernobyl. We're literally on the verge of that core melting down, and bad news. Well, they have sightings of UFOs going literally above, hovering, and shooting down some sort of laser beam or laser light or something. And basically, I guess it pulls the heat away from the core. Saved the world in a lot of different aspects, and then bounce. Multiple occasions. Saw it on YouTube, different videos, there were links were sent to me, and it's a trip what's out there if you really just look, you know. I'm sure if I found some stuff. That's where the whole prophecies and the whole symbolism has come into play big time. Started realizing that everybody's doing this, you know, or the one eye, or that shit. Fuck all that. You know, Satanism, from what I understand, you hear these terms Illuminati, and I never knew, you know, I just assumed the Illuminati was like a secret. See, I assume it's a secret society, but it's just weird where your mind starts to go. When mine goes off, I like to learn. When I'm reading and I'm interested about something, I'll read, I'll find, I'll research, I'll make notes. I just like to be able to learn. It keeps my mind going, kind of deal, especially when I can't sleep. It's a trip for me because, like I said, lost my kids from this. They're old enough now; they know the difference. They should know the difference. There's no real excuses. I got some kids that really don't care about me. They were over it a long time ago. Kind of feel like all of them in that home would have been okay if she would have died. I would have just let her die, just like the rest of us. Go along with it, let the doctors do what they do. And if she dies, she dies. Oh well. That's kind of the way I see them. I'm hurt, beyond hurt. I had done so much for my son. For him to try to stand up on me in the hospital was just like, whoa. Don't really have family. Brother, never once. Sister is just used people, manipulated me. Mother, for years. Bitch been through so many different marriages, and every time she goes through shit, I'm the one that was there helping her move. Why my mom? No more. She's an evil fucking woman. Oh God. At this point, I do not have a sister anymore. I don't have anybody. So I've been kind of resolved to just, go with God more or less. I did what I came here to do. I think. I saved my love. Help a lot of different people. Still helping people. But I guess it was at my detriment now. Pain is pretty bad. Weight loss is pretty bad, and this keeps falling off. Doctors aren't too happy. Referring me to another, specialist bullshit. What's the point? We all know where that goes. I don't know. I mean, I met some really great people out there, and some of you girls are just so awesome to me, and have been such good friends. I've really, really opened my heart in the sense of helping me deal with me as well as my emotions, making it okay for me to feel the way I feel. I had a lot of hate in my heart for such a long time. Some people I'll never forgive. Never. I just can't. It's not in me to forgive. Not that. But I'm okay now. My heart's not so where I see them, I want to just beat their ass. It's funny, I played ball a couple weeks ago, and a man in particular I just want to beat the shit out of. Johnny Garcia Incan, I just want to fuck you up, man. I do, deep in my heart, man. But for some reason I didn't want to go. It's not worth it. Not worth it for me right now. It just, my heart's not in it anymore. I'm just resolved to just doing as much as I could, or I can do for as many people as I can while I can. But this is kind of, I think this is, the way I look at things, I think this is just the kind of price that I have to pay for being able to do what I did. Everybody wants to make a mark. I guess I made mine. But I'm okay with checking out. If that's what's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Don't really got much to lose anymore. Got my love, obviously, but my goal with her was her boy Ephraim. I love my wife, I love my girl, but her son needs her. They need each other. I don't really have anybody. I'm a cousin. I got some pretty decent friends still. But the only real family I have is, my girl and my cousin Rob and his family. I love that man. Didn't see him for such a long time. But the relationship I have with him, and it's like we never skipped a beat, never missed each other. You know, it's just we were always there. I've talked to him throughout these years, and he's been there for me a lot more than a lot of people I've known that have been in my life. You know, he's been there talking, scolding, if you will. You know, he's pretty resolved to the fact that, you know, if you could do all this, you can you can treat yourself kind of mentality. I don't know, I'm tired. I kind of feel like it's, you know, wasted energy kind of deal. I'm good, you know. I'm not scared. Not for me. I should be, but I'm not. You know, it's funny how when your heart is good. You know, I pray a lot. I'm not an overly religious man. You know, I was a Christian man. I was saved. I used to go to church a lot. You know, through my marriage, and even after, kind of fell from the church. Not so much fell from it, but I just drifted away from that particular church. I've always kept my relationship with my God. He's vital in my life. I pray a lot. We talk a lot. You know, conversation. You know, a lot. I kneel every time I go out to play, whatever position I'm playing over the field. Every time I step on that field, every time I step, I kneel down, write my love's name in the dirt, say a little prayer for her. I ask him to protect you guys, to give me strength, and then I play ball. But I do this every time I play, and it's so funny how people like to ridicule or, you know, talk smack about. It doesn't change who I am or what I feel. You know, I feel like I need to be able to give thanks. I give thanks so much, it's unreal. I can't believe how many times I actually give thanks, you know, because my love's alive. She's cancer-free. 27 weeks now, I think. Yeah, I think almost 27 weeks now. And the doctors tell you got a year, maybe a year and a half, maybe, with your love left. And then all of a sudden you do what I did, and then, you know, doctors hate me, but I think they're more in awe of the fact that I actually went out and did it. You know, don't judge a book by its cover. That's what I told that doctor. I go, wait, you see a bald-headed Mexican? Yeah, but I'm okay. You know, I accomplished that at least. You know, I tried to help as many people as I possibly could. But I'm just a man. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't realize that it was going to take this kind of a toll on me. But it has. And there's not really much I can do about it now. You know, I'm trying to eat right or whatever, and trying to do things, but it looks like all this insomnia, stress, you know, anxiety especially, has really tore up my stomach. I wonder why I was losing so much weight, but now I understand why. I'm not going anywhere, at least for a minute. Just want to thank you guys regardless, you know. Whatever happens to me, good, bad, or other. It's been an amazing ride. Amazing ride. And I never set out to be a martyr or anything like that, so... But a friend told me that, you know, your videos are really crazy, Trevor, because you see a different aspect of, or a different side of you that I'd never seen. You're more open, I guess. I don't know about that way, but I just kind of talk. But if this is the last one I ever do, I want to thank all you guys. Really. Nobody can really understand, you know, what it feels like to be sitting in my shoes. Fuck, I told myself I'm doing this. Yeah. I have never loved as much as I love now. Never. I never knew that love could be like this, you know? I was scared for so long. Been alone for so long. Got to see the reality in people. That's the scary shit right there. People that you thought you could totally depend on and have leaned on you in the past were nowhere to be found. It was kind of a really hard thing. Just being alone. That to me was the hardest. I didn't have anybody to talk to. You know, nobody. You know, you expect your brother or your sister or mother never even showed up to the hospital, not once. Cousins, you know, mom's side that I grew up with. Funny, I had my sister, a fucking bitch, tell me the other day, everybody thinks you're crazy. She told me, you didn't do shit for her. The doctors did everything. Really? Beg to differ. She's going to nursing school right now, so she thinks she knows everything about medicine. You don't know shit. You're just trained in the fucking boxes like the rest of them. Mind you, I have some really genuine, really talented girlfriends that are nurses now, and I'm not talking about you guys all. Not by a chance. When I went to a gastroenterologist, I'm laying on that gurney in pain and just, you know, you just hurt and look up and my girl Sandy's right there. I hadn't seen her in years, and to see her face and her beautiful face, you know, and just, Mija, how are you, Jerry, you know, what do you do here, that kind of stuff. But it was just like a really cool deal because I hadn't seen her in such a long time, and she was always such a sweetheart to me and good girl, and she made me feel comfortable. You know, I wasn't so freaked out about having all this shit done to me. But like I was saying before I jumped off around again, it hasn't been easy. Been really tough on me. But like I said, if this is the last video I make, I just want to thank you guys. You know, you people out there have really, your support, friendships I made, been very vital to me moving forward and keep taking that extra step. I can't thank you enough. I don't see how it's going anywhere, okay? I'm just saying, if this is the last one, you know, I'm going to do whatever I can to try to, you know, help myself, I guess. But, it's a fucked up situation. You know, it's just fucked up. Here I'm doing something to help people, I end up getting sick for it. Who would have thought? But everything comes with a price, I feel. And if this is the price, so be it. Thanks again. Fuck cancer.